Hi everybody, it's me, Matty D of A1 Solutions Group, and today's video is all about what is your true credit score. We're also going to talk about this video, FICO and Vantage. What's the difference, what's going on, and also talk about how not all credit monitoring services are created equal, because this is wise as to the confusion of what's my score, why is this picking up this, I don't understand what Vantage is, I'm looking at this, like this is what makes credit confusing, because for whatever reason, if the powers that be have decided to add on one topic and another, to where you're confused and constantly going like, well, why is my score it is? And so this video is going to attempt to answer that. And spoiler alert, there is no true credit score. What? Well, guess what? Watch this all the way through and you'll find out why. All right? All right, folks. So here's where this can get confusing with credit scores and why your score looks different on one app or credit monitoring service, or one person pulls it, another person pulls your credit. Here's why. So I'm starting here. This is level one. Level one is this. There's FICO, which stands for the Fair Isaac Corporation. 90%, if not all, of lenders use FICO. This is the one that is used the most. It's been around since 1955 and still used to this day. Okay, that's level one. Level two, I'm sorry, not level one, or level two. Next one that came out somewhat recently, I would say in the last, off the top of my head, I want to say last 3 or 4 years, is the Vantage, I'm going to type this up, Vantage scoring model, okay? This came out from the 3 credit bureaus of Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Here's a fun fact about Vantage scoring model, as you can see in all caps, almost no one uses this scoring model. Unless you have Credit Karma, they do. So, probably wondering, okay, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that if your credit score is put on FICO, you're gonna get a different score. It's put on Vantage, you're gonna get a different score. The main difference, one main difference between the two is that they each weigh different items on your credit report differently than the other one. So, for example, let's say that on FICO, you have a collection account, all right? Let's say that if you have one collection account, it's going to drop your credit score by 60 points. Whereas with Vantage, they may say, hey, you have a collection account, but we'll lower your score by 30 points. That it just looks at what's on your report, and it's going to give you a different score based off of that. So that's level one. Here's level two. Now, under both of these, FICO and Vantage, every so often they come out with an update for these. All right, they do that to change the times. They say to make things more convenient and predictable behavior, which is a bunch of crap in my opinion. So currently, at the time of this recording, under the Vantage scoring model, they have 2 updates. Okay, they have 3.0 and 4.0. Again, the difference between them is that they're going to weigh negative items and positive items in credit report differently. So again, let's go with the collection account. Let's say under 3.0, the collection account dropped score by 60 points, but 4.0 may drop it by 40, or it could drop it by 80. It could go up or down. No one really knows for sure. Now, FICO has had several updates, multiple updates, because of the fact that it's been around for so long. So you have FICO 4, 5, 8, 9, and then they've said that FICO 10, I should add here, and FICO 10T are being rolled out sometime this midsummer, but it sounds like they've started rolling it out slowly. And the difference with FICO 10 compared to the other FICO scoring models or FICO updates is that 10 looks at the last 2 years of credit history. I think it still brings up some stuff that was on there, but it looks at like how much debt you've accumulated over the last 2 years And if you've accumulated more debt, your score can go down. If you had, debt before, but you paid it down, it rewards you going up. So that's really the big difference there. But you're probably wondering, okay, so is everyone going to go on the FICO 10? No, they won't. Here's why. Right below it says here, because these credit scoring model updates cost lenders money. These are not free. They're not free at all. So some will upgrade quickly, some won't. And here's a fun fact. It is 2020, June of 2020. We have COVID-19 going on. We got riots going on right now. And there are lenders who are still using FICO 4 and 5. I forget when those came out exactly, but they've been around for a while. FICO 8 came out in 2009, and FICO 9 came out in 2014. But you still lenders using 4 and 5. So to make it more confusing is that you don't know really when you apply for something. Most likely one, if anything, when you apply for something, they're going to use FICO, right? But you don't know if they're using FICO 5, 8, 9, or 10, or there's even a FICO 2, things used by credit cards. You don't know which one they're using, and if you're going to want to ask every single time, that gets tiring, okay? And this is why your score you get a different number wherever you go. It makes it confusing, and this is also why you have no true score. The only thing that is consistent here, my friend, as you're watching this, is that your report is going to be the same report, okay, under any of these updates or Vantage or FICO, okay? The difference is that if it's looked under Vantage or looked under FICO or FICO 8 or whatever, that whichever scoring model that's being pulled under is going to give you a score based on the scoring model. So my point to you is this: you need to make sure that what's on your report is accurate and there's no negative items on there. If there's fraud, you got collections, too many inquiries, BK, all the fun negative stuff, your score is going to be low across the board. All right. Now on the flip side, if you have good credit, it's clean, you got little to no missed payments, your debts are paid off, your utilization rate on credit cards is low, you got almost no hard inquiries, well, your score is going to be high. It won't say that you're at 750 across the board, okay, but you'll see some variation. One might put you at 800, and one might put you at 760. Regardless of the fact that is that when people pull your credit, they're not just going out the score. The score is the tip of the iceberg, okay? What they're going to look at is, okay, well, what's on your report? Again, what's on your report that's giving the score? Again, don't just simply go off the scores and make your gravy, because you can have a 700 and still have collection items on there that are weighing you down, okay? So again, there's no true credit score. Anywhere you go, it's going to look different. All right, just assume that. But what you want to know and be cool with is that, all right, your credit report, your report is good, and there's nothing negative or fraudulent on there, which is going to throw stuff off. Last thing in this video on this, okay? Not all credit monitoring servers are created equal. Some will alert you of every little thing that goes on. Some will only alert you once a month. Some will only alert you when something new or negative gets put on. It depends, all right? If you're a person who feels like that they got to know what's happening all the time, all you can do is stress yourself out. It won't benefit you, because here's the thing: you can know you get one credit monitoring service that tells you what's going on, but when it comes to the credit bureaus themselves, they only update once a month, and I mentioned this in the previous video on this, okay? They only update once a month, so it's overkill, and you give yourself needless stress when you have someone that tells you what's going on all the time. Because I've had clients where we have them using Identity IQ, and they're like, and they'll say, well, my other credit monitoring service telling me all this stuff, and we're like, it's fine, But when we get the update for this month, we'll know what to do, we'll know what's going on, because that's when credit bureaus update. Again, the credit bureaus update once a month. So until the update happens, not much else you can do. So with that being said, end of the video, questions or comments, let me know in the comments below. And if you feel that this video is valuable and would help out some of your friends, please share and like it. That being said, peace.